Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Meslin. I am your mental fitness trainer here on YouTube. And welcome to Mental Training with Mez, where our sole purpose for this channel is to actually mentally train. So I wanted to create a space where we are actually committed toward the daily practice of working out, exercising, conditioning our minds to return to its original health. So that's the end game with the type of training that we are doing mentally, is that we return the mind to its original state of being, because from that state nothing is impossible to us. So we're giving ourselves permission to just be healthy again, and to recognize that being healthy again has to do with our mindset. It has to do with our mental health. So rather than talk about all the reasons why we need to be mentally fit, why mental health is so important and should be at the top of our priority list of daily things to take care of, I wanted to create a space where we are actually just going to get right to it. Let's work out. I'll share little bits of wisdom or insights that come to me, but really the purpose of what I want to have this channel serve is that this is a space where we're actually working out. So we're actually training the mind, getting stronger, getting healthier, getting fitter for life. So I always want to start with a quote. And I got this quote from Pinterest. It was an Etsy wall art, but I loved it so much that I had to share it. The greatest version of you is the disciplined version of you. So if you ever want to know who you're going to be, what you're going to do, the things, the type of life you're going to have, just ask yourself, how disciplined have you been in your life? So something I always share on this channel is that on the side of fulfillment, of the power to heal and create at will, of every desire being fulfilled, is mental discipline. To master yourself is to master your mind. So if we give ourselves permission to return back to our original state of being, that means we have to give ourselves, or we have to come into an understanding that we got to be mentally fit. Mental fitness is about recognizing that through mental discipline, we have complete freedom, because we're never going to be in a state of mind that allows us to overindulge or to waste. So we're always going to be healthy enough to maintain a good level of balance. And that's because the balance that we're maintaining is that of life itself. Life is never out of balance. And yes, there are many articles, many news stories, many things on social media that would love to contradict this statement. But all we have to do is just be willing to pay attention. You will see that life is never out of balance. And so where we find ourselves suffering, struggling in life, having difficulty with our finances, with our health, with our relationships, with life in general, we should know that it's mental. It's a lack of focus. It's a lack of mental discipline. We're basically allowing ourselves to be so distracted. We're not giving attention to our life. We're not paying attention to the details of our life. And so this quote is basically reminding us that the best version of ourselves, the God self, the higher self, the divine self, is a disciplined self. And so to be disciplined with this entire body temple, we have to make the choice. So that tells us that really the choice of being disciplined is a mental one. So the type of training that we're going to do is to ensure that not only do we become mentally fit, but that we understand that mental fitness is basically just going to be a lifestyle, because just being in this state of mind and really experiencing it is all the proof we need. That's what I'm trying to say, is that we are going to enter a state where we are alert and relaxed. It's going to give you the experience of what our minds are like when we're actually healthy. And so from that, we're going to sustain it. So we're going to sustain the state for 20 minutes. Let's begin. So welcome to Mental Training with Mez. I practice a faith-based type of mental training. So we are going to give all our effort, all our mental energy toward focusing on just the breath. So basically the 20 minutes is that we are going to just focus on the inhale and exhale of our breathing. And to focus on it, we're going to intentionally breathe in and intentionally breathe out. So while you are paying attention to your breath, you're inhaling and exhaling on purpose. Before we begin, though, make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing or clothing that you feel comfortable enough to sit in for 20 minutes. Be in a space that you feel comfortable enough to close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes for the 20 minutes, but because we're implementing a lot of mental effort, a lot of mental energy to stay focused on our breathing, I like to close my eyes because it just allows me to lock in a bit better. So if you're in a space where you don't feel comfortable enough to close your eyes, that's okay. You can still train, but it would just be a removal of a distraction if you were in a space where if you wanted to close your eyes, you could. Also, like I said, we're going to be sitting for 20 minutes straight. So make sure you place yourself in a position that you feel like you don't need to move around, fidget, or buy into the anxiety that arises, the antsiness that arises when we're training. So place yourself in a comfortable position and just know that to the best of your ability, you're going to maintain this position. Use the restroom, drink some water, move around a bit. This will help with sitting for 20 minutes if you're not used to it. But I do also have some 5-minute and 10-minute, 15-minute videos where if you wanted to start off with something less intense or less time, it's still going to be intense, but a lesser duration, try those videos out. We're here for 20 minutes. If you find it difficult to maintain your focus of attention on the breath, which is the focal point of our training, meditation beads are really helpful. So each bead represents inhale, exhale, and you'll move on to the next bead, inhale, exhale, next bead, inhale, exhale, and you'll do that for the duration of the entire 20 minutes or for however long you may be doing your mental training. But meditation beads are great tools to help you stay focused on your breathing, to really keep your focus of attention on your breathing, and to really maintain that state of alertness and relaxation, which is what we're learning to do. So it's just a great tool. It helps to keep you anchored, and I highly recommend them. So that's it, guys. The main thing we're going to be doing is focusing on the breath while intentionally breathing in and intentionally breathing out. That's the main focus. That's all your effort, all your mental energy. That's what we're doing for the next 20 minutes. So take a big breath here. Another big breath. All right, get comfortable. Last big breath. And begin. So remember, you're simply paying attention for the next 20 minutes to the inhale and exhale flow of your breathing. In and out of your nose, your mouth is closed. Maintain your position and just stay focused. Right now, all we're doing is sustaining a state of alertness and relaxation by focusing on the inhale and exhale and intentionally breathing in and out. We're alert but relaxed. Continue to breathe in and out, in and out. Maintain your focus of attention on the inhale and exhale. We are intentionally breathing in and intentionally breathing out, mouth closed, in and out of our nose. Don't control the pace of your breathing, just breathe in and out. Go with whatever rhythm you feel comfortable with. And it's okay to fluctuate between fast and slow. Just intentionally breathe in, intentionally breathe out. Keep your focus of attention on the breath. 8 minutes left. We're breathing in and out. Maintain your form. Continue to stay focused on the breathing and intentionally breathe in and out fluidly. Four more minutes. Breathing in and out, focused on the breath. Stay focused. We are alert in this moment and relaxed. Stay focused on your breathing. Right now, all we're doing is strengthening our concentration and focus muscles. These are mental muscles. The stronger they are, the more powerful, loving, and free we are. Stay focused on the breath. "60 seconds. Stay focused. Stay focused on your breathing. Continue to intentionally breathe in and out. 30 seconds. Time. All right, guys, that was our 20-minute mental training session. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for participating, for really putting in that work. Let me know in the comments how you felt. Were you able to maintain your level of alertness and relaxation? Were you able to maintain the position you were in? How do you feel from it? Do you really, like, can you see what it is we're doing? Like, how are you feeling in it? All these questions I had, but just let me know in your comments, in the comments, what you think. As always, like the video. That's my way of knowing you got your training in. And know that if you're subscribed to this channel, it's because you have a vision for your life and you're ready to bring that vision to fruition. So that's the reason why you're here. That's the reason why we're doing this type of training, faith-based mental training, which is basically focusing on the breath, because the breath is life. And life is the very thing that we are here to use as a catalyst, as a manifestation of a life of no lack and no fear. So if you've been struggling with what it means to live a life of no lack and no fear, again, get a pen and paper and just write down your definition of what a life of no lack and no fear would look like. If you can put words to that definition, that is your vision. And as we become more mentally fit, you'll just create some refinements, add to it, take from it. But the clarity is what is going to come about from mental training. And with that clarity, you're going to use that to create and manifest the life you desire. So just know the type of training that we are doing is not only to bring it into fruition, the life we desire, but to make sure that we sustain it. Love you guys.